Aw, man, it's busted. What's going on, prospectors? This is Dig Daddy out here in the shed, bringing you another episode of Backyard Prospecting. Now, we wound up finding ourselves on eBay, and we found us some Paydirt, and we're going to check that out today. We got ourselves some of that busted Bedrock Paydirt. And, feels pretty light. It's a little bit different than stuff we've worked in the past. This stuff, it looks to be, well, it says in the description that it's shale Paydirt, so right off of the bedrock. So we're going to see how this pans out. Now, I'll put up a link to the description, a link down below, and I'll put up the description of the dirt here. Going back to their sales sites, the prices have changed quite a bit. So I don't know if you're going to find this same bag, but you'll at least know what kind of Paydirt and stuff you're dealing with. Now, I'll go ahead and put up here for you the page description. Maybe some pictures of what they took pictures of and whatnot. But this listing is for 2 pounds of golden gemstone Paydirt. This Paydirt comes from a history and gold-rich motherlode gold belt, that's a lot of words, in Mariposa, California. This Paydirt is 100% unsearched with guaranteed placer gold in every bag. So maybe they seed it with a little something to make sure you get something in there. Our Paydirt is unique because we gather the richest material directly from the bedrock layer. The bedrock layer contains the richest concentrations of gold in a creek or river. It's true. Break into the bedrock, get that gold, get that dirt. It goes on to say how they collect it. Our Paydirt has been known to produce pickers, nuggets, and rare crystalline gold in quartz specimens. So I'm going to have to keep my eyes open for any quartz that might have some gold in it as well. And this is the important part. This is meant for recreation and has no guarantees on the amount of gold in each bag. But we do guarantee gold in every bag. By purchasing my gold Paydirt, you're blah, blah, blah. You can do stuff where you're at. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. All right. Now this set me back. What's the receipt say here? Because the page doesn't reflect how much it goes for now. Now the link that I had takes me to like a kit. But mine is just the Paydirt, 2 pounds, and it was $37.95. So free shipping, some tax on there for Uncle Sam. So there you go. It shipped to me in a little puffy folder. So there you go. Now we're going to crack this thing open, shake it out. It doesn't look like there's any big rocks in here, so once I open the bag, I'll get an idea of how we're going to classify it, if we're going to classify it. But let's go check it out. All right, welcome back. Now, it shipped to us, like I say, in that padded folder. There was no external bag around the bag, so had it popped open, that bag would have been full. Or had a bunch of dirt in it, would have been crappy, but it is what it is. It's a fairly large bag. Nice size bag. Let's see if it's heat sealed. It is heat sealed, but only kinda. The bag kind of gave way. Well, there we go. Now, it definitely looks to be mostly shale. Looks like some charcoal. Get rid of that. Now, as far as classification, I think I'm just going to do the 1/4 inch to get the really big stuff out of here. And then from there, we'll just run it. I don't think there's any real reason to break it down too far. But we'll take a look after we do the 1/4 inch and then go from there. So don't go nowhere. All right. So we're back. We got it all classified out. Now, I have it broke down into just 3 classifications. Excuse me, 4 classifications. I forgot about the 20 over here. And so this is what we wound up with. Our 1/4 inch plus stuff is actually a fair amount. Probably a little bit more than I'd like to see. Looking in here, I'm definitely not seeing any gold. Considering the type of material, I don't know if there'd be any value in crushing it. Probably not. So that's what you got in the plus 20. There is some charred material in here. So that's kind of interesting. Usually don't see that in Paydirt, but you never know what you find. Either way, that's our 1/4 inch plus stuff. Next down, we have our plus 10. Now there's a fair amount of plus 10 material. Looks like there's a tumbled peridot in here. Put that in there. Digging through, we'll probably find a couple more things like that, I'm guessing. Tumbled garnet or amethyst. Yeah, garnet, I think. Little garnet chip. So aside from the jelly beans, I haven't really seen much by way of gems. Yeah. So yeah, there's just a few very small tumbled gemstone chips that are also in here in the plus 10. Didn't see any gold looking down there, so who knows how that'll turn out once we get it wet. Next down, we got our plus 20. Now we'll go ahead and hit it with the magnet right now. There is some magnetics in there. Not a whole pile of them or anything, but a little bit. Got crushed up in there with everything else. There you go. As far as how much material, just a little bit over that very bottom lip, making its way up the first riffle on the pan. The 10 had a little bit more material than that. It was up to the bottom of the first riffle, so about good half the material in the Paydirt was in the 10. Next down, we got our plus 40. There's about as much material in here as there was the 20. Taking our magnet to it, we definitely see some more of that same material, the magnetic irons. Not a whole lot of it though, so that's good. Won't pose too much of a challenge or hassle. No gemstones in here. There you go. And then finally down at the bottom we have our sub 100s. Now I'm going to start classifying out to sub 100s and you'll find out why soon enough. But there you go. These are the 3 that we're going to run down the sluice, the 10, 20, and plus sub 20 plus 100. And then we'll do something else with this here. So don't go anywhere while we get set up for the next step and we start running some dirt. Alright, we got this dirt all wetted up, ready to go. Let's run us some pay. Nice smooth flow coming off the sluice. Now we're going to start with this 10 just to clean off anything that might have got stuck on it. I don't expect that there's any gold in here, but you never know. It would be a big ass picker. There's so much hair in this Paydirt. Fuck. I don't have a dog. I hope these aren't pubes. What the fuck, man? Put dog hair. Maybe it's skunk hair. I'm done. Shouldn't be fucking hair in my Paydirt. Let's go check it out. Alright, well, there's definitely at least one piece of gold in there. That's a rock. And some hair. Alright, let's get this cleaned up. Alright. There's your gold, baby. That's what we got. Woo! We'll tweezer this up and weigh it out. We'll be right back. Alright, we're back. with that busted Bedrock Paydirt. We got that gold chunk right there. Minor bob in the ass. They didn't bother coming out. When I called him, he saw the look on my face and he's like, we're just gonna chill and watch our anime. He likes that dirty stuff. So him and his ass are staying inside. But we got that busted Bedrock Paydirt. Now, inclusions were a couple little jelly bean gems, I guess. Peridot and some garnet. They're kind of too small to be really worth anything, and there's not enough of them to really do anything with. So that's like 5 cents worth of gems. We're all teared out here, and let's see what this little chunk's weighing in at. 0.067. Let me turn this fan off. 0.071. 0.071. Okay, well, let me take a picture of this piece of gold and you know what comes next. Welcome back, prospectors, and all right, let's talk about it. So, as always, let's talk about the dirt. The dirt was some shaly, really dirty material. 2 pounds of dirt, 2 pounds of material is what the thing said, and I'm probably right. It's really light material, so it seemed like there was more there. Ultimately, it was all a bunch of waste material. In the end, when I started running the larger material, I noticed there was a lot of hair in the material, like some black hairs, maybe from a dog or a skunk or just something like that. You know, and I don't really necessarily hold it against anybody or anything, but I just don't like finding animal hair in something I'm buying, you know, Paydirt. Either way, because I definitely, I don't have any pets that would have hair like that here, so it wasn't from me. So that was kind of a distraction or a put off. But no more than the fact that there wasn't any gold in the dirt. Went through multiple classifications of Paydirt there, and was even going to run it through the Blue Bowl. In the end, there was really no reason to, because there was no gold to be found. There was just that one single piece of gold in there. And, yeah. The dirt itself had a lot of charred material, ash, maybe from a fire or something. So that's why I do agree and believe that it's probably natural Paydirt. But it's going to destroy your water. And so now I've got a milkshake with a bunch of organic material in it, and it's just a complete damn mess. And all for what? There was one piece of gold in there that I could have got by just going to one classification and picking it out. Didn't even have to add water. If this is their really rich material, they should probably look for better material. I'm going to assume, since they're guaranteeing gold, that little one piece of gold that they threw in there was the only, you know, that is what they threw in there. Otherwise, the dirt they're running has no gold in it. The bag cost, well, we'll go over that in a minute. Either way, the dirt was a pain. It was just not worth going through, considering there was only one piece of gold in there. Now let's talk about that gold. There was one piece of gold in there. And that's it. It weighed less than 1/10 of a gram. So let's just put the thingamabob up, the sign up right now. There you go. The bag cost me $37.95, so about 40 bucks. We recovered, after everything settled out, 0.071 grams of gold. So just under a half of a tenth of a gram of gold. So that has a today value of $4.01. And basically what that gets us is an ROI of a whopping 10%. Yay. But $37.95 is what I paid for this bag. And so that gets us a whopping ROI of 10%. Poop. So I would say that now there was gold in the bag, so I'm not saying I got skunked. But there was some weird black and white hairs in my bag, so maybe I did get skunked. I don't know. You make up your own decisions for it. I'm going to go clean up my mess that I have here now and put it all away and go inside. So this is Dig Daddy signing out from the shed. Don't get this Paydirt unless you get it way cheaper than I did. Link down below if you want to go hunting for it. Otherwise, I would say go with something that's going to be a little bit more reliable. Actually, don't buy this shit. Even with the one piece of gold in there, this wasn't fun Paydirt to go through. At the end of the day, there was only one piece of gold in 2 pounds of material. So I wasted a lot of time going through material that wasn't expected to have any gold in it just to find that one little piece. It is nice to see gold, absolutely, but that's a lot of effort and work to go through. Now, if I was panning this all out, I would have wasted a lot more time doing that. So I would say at any cost, unless you just want, you're just really hard up and you really want that 40% ROI, or whatever the give. I don't know what he's putting in the other bags. He might be putting even less gold in those bags or nothing at all. So either way, I would definitely skip this one. Go find something that's gonna guarantee you a better return and a lot more fun going through. There was some little gems in the bag. They weren't of any merit. The bag said it was gem and gold Paydirt, and it showed these big, nice, chunky gems in the description. This is not that. This is not what the description even closely resembles. You know what? Now I'm getting pissed. Don't buy this dirt because it's a scam. It's a sham. They put a minimal amount of gold in there and they half-ass their gems. It's just not good. Skip it. Just do something else. Buy some of my Paydirt. I will throw in 50 times that much gems in my Paydirt, and it'll only cost you half as much, and you'll actually get gold in there too. So maybe that might be better for you. Either way, this is Dig Daddy signing out from the shed. Thank you for tuning in this afternoon or this morning or whenever you're watching. And if you haven't already, do make sure to hit that like button. If you're not a subscriber, please do go ahead and subscribe as well. That way you don't miss any of our future content here on the shed. And join us Mondays, 5 p.m. Pacific for BSing in the shed, where we hang out, run a little dirt, talk a little dirt, and smoke a little herb. This is Dig Daddy. If I don't see you out at the rivers, I'll catch you in the backyard. Peace.